Good afternoon, Facebook friends.
Hi, everybody.
This is Amanda Team with Optima Med,
Tom Leahy.
and I have in my hand something really interesting.
What is that?
I'm going to get it out. No, it's not slime. For all of you that have the kids that make the slime,
Ghostbuster,
make the big, huge mess and all that in the kitchen. No, it's not that. It's better. This is stress putty.
Wow. Stress putty.
If you get
Comes
stressed,
in handy.
yes. When you're starting to stress me out,
what does
Tom,
this say? It says reduce the stress of college planning.
That's right.
Oh,
do you think you see any
connection?
Yeah, exactly.
I see a lot of connection between stress and college and applications and all of that.
I'm working out so much
students.
Stress right now with this putty.
We have seniors in here all the time that are just overwhelmed by not only just their normal academic requirements at school, but then faced with this thing of applications and early decision, all that
college planning,
where to go and what to study and how, am I going to get it all done?
What am I going to do with my life?
And it's really, in some cases it affects their health if they can't handle that stress and anxiety in a good way. It can really affect their health, and we often find that we end up having to sort of slow things down and talk about it's nothing is worth sacrificing our health. That comes first, and then we'll deal with the future, but we've got to really manage this whole thing so it doesn't create health issues for the student. It's not worth it.
The senior year can be so stressful anyway, with all of the activities and everything going on and studying and grades, and then you add college planning on top of that. And I don't know if anyone out there has experienced this with their seniors and juniors, but that's something that we see with our students here. And I think that is one of the things that makes us very different in our approach with college planning and Optima Med, is the fact that we really take an approach that's a holistic approach to the students. And, we work so much one-on-one with them on an individual basis that if there's a lot of stress and anxiety, we can, focus on managing that and eliminating that and trying to
not just on the part of the student, but on the part of the family as well, because it carries over. Everybody is concerned and anxious and wanting this whole process to turn out successfully. And it's just, to have a third party, an objective third party who can kind of manage that process and make sure that things are done in the right way at the right time, really can diffuse a lot of that stress that families experience at this time with high school seniors.
Well, we have several families with both parents are working and they're in high-level career positions and that are very demanding, and it's just nice to have a third party working with their student during the whole process to help that student manage it. It's less stress for the parent, less stress for the student, and that's just part of what we do, really.
Yeah. So just managing the deadlines and managing what needs to be done, just helping with that project management piece and getting involved. And we don't just provide information, we actually work the process with the student. So like essays, right? It's more than just talking about what a good essay is. It's actually brainstorming with the student about the topic they're going to write about and making sure that they approach it correctly. That content is so important. Yes, grammar and spelling is very important, but the content is much more impactful when it comes to the application and admissions process. And so we've got to, we actually get involved personally.
We dig really deep when it comes to the essays. The essay is so important, and we really try to dig deep and get a lot of the critical thinking skills going with the students.
Well, a lot of times students don't realize the things that they've experienced, or they don't know. They say, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to write about. And so we go through the process of helping them identify things that are, very important. Had a young lady that just had no idea what was so significant in her life that she could write about. And in the conversation with her mother at the table, it came out that 4 years ago, the mother was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, and was going through that whole process.
And she was
and the daughter stepped in
Mm-hmm.
and really took care of her younger brother during that whole period of time. Now, what a great story.
Wow, that makes for
But they did, but
fantastic.
without that interaction, without that, brainstorming activity that we go through, that would have been lost, right?
Yeah, that's some important content.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I'd like to point out that might be, let me get my stress petty back out, that might be a little stressful
Yes.
is we're not just working with the perfect students with the perfect grades and the perfect
That's
SATs.
right, yeah.
We're working
we
with
love them
students.
too.
Yes, we love them. But if you have a student that has an inconsistent GPA,
Right.
or a student that has had some kind of disciplinary action or something that might affect their college application process.
They don't test well. It could be anything. It could be, just a disability, emotional issue, whatever it is. We can step in and help them find themselves and figure out, the direction to go and what's appropriate for them. It's about what they can do,
right, and
not what they can't do. And so for so long, I'm sure a lot of these kids have been told what they can't do because of their circumstances. Here at Optimum Ed, it's about what they can do. And our kids walk away empowered with more self-confidence and self-esteem, ready to take on the world and to share their gifts that they've been given.
So no matter what the stressful situation that has gone on, you won't need this because we can try to help work through any kind of situation.
Exactly.
And, and work through it. So,
And it's so important because there's more to being successful than a GPA and test scores. And so, it's about developing your child and preparing them to launch and be a successful, productive citizen and person.
Well, and that's what I love about this process is we embrace the uniqueness of each student, right? And we customize the plan just for them, for what they need.
Well, we have a process that we follow. It is customized and it's changed up based upon the needs of the student and the circumstances of the family. So everybody gets their own management process.
That's right. So we'll need less of this putty. As you move forward with Optimum Ed, you need less of the stress putty.
Right.
So,
and it all starts, our process all starts with an assessment, a very powerful career and academic assessment that every student should take starting out. It is just a great foundation for everything that comes after. And we still have a few days left with our discount.
Yes,
is that right?
20% off for the discount. Yes.
Through the end of the month.
That's a big savings. I've had a couple of parents tell me that after they've gone through the assessment and the consultations after that it's been such good data, such good information for their student to know, not just for career planning, but for life, just for the long term, to know more about
who they
are, their profile.
Right. And understand what's appropriate for them in terms of the direction to go in life. And then that we can translate into academics and the right college and the right price and all of that. It's intuitive, right? It makes sense, the processes. But so often families miss the opportunity to follow that process, and they just go after the low-hanging fruit, and that may not be appropriate. When it comes to college applications.
There's a whole world of information out here that we can share that we would love to work with each student individually. So don't let it become stressful, and let's help you manage that process.
Come in and talk to us. It doesn't cost anything to sit down and have a conversation, learn more about us and what we do and how we do it. Bring your student, obviously. We work with the students, so it's important that we have a relationship with them, and they trust us and can communicate.
Most students like us, don't you think?
I think so. haven't had too many that
We
go
haven't-
screaming the other direction.
I think we're pretty
Yeah.
likable, easy to get
Yeah, I think we're
along
pretty
with, so,
lovable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. So
But it's a good process.
Yeah,
and
it is, and
so-
it's important because we manage expectations, and we manage information, and we manage the process, and makes it so easy
we do it all.
and stressless.
Yes.
Stressless, is that a word?
Mm,
Stressless
yes.
or less
We'll make it a
stressful?
word.
How about
Less
that?
stressful.
Okay, we'll say less
And the
stressful.
financial aid part.
And then you don't have to
forget
pull
that.
out your putty and
Yes.
make me think that you've got taffy or something working there.
Less putty.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Great.
Well, thank you for joining us. It's always
Yeah.
so much fun to
Yeah.
talk to our
Yeah.
Facebook friends.
Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great
Okay,
weekend.
Have a good weekend. Bye bye.